Hello, it's Dr. Seun Sowemimo, your friendly weight loss surgeon. Happy to be with you again. And I have our dietitian, Lori Skurbe, 30 years experience, a specialist in diabetic diets. So today we're going to talk about mindful eating. So how do we eat mindfully, Lori?
Well, mindful eating really is about paying more attention and being more aware of what you're eating, how your body's feeling, tasting your food, kind of experiencing eating on a different level. Unfortunately, most of us are very busy and we're eating mindlessly, and that's a big problem that a lot of us have.
Well, one of the things I have figured out about mindful eating is that we're doing the opposite with the kind of lifestyle that we have. A lot of people would sit in front of work and eat their food, or are in front of the television when they come home eating their food. So how does that relate with mindful eating, and what are the dangers of doing that?
A lot of people are eating when they're distracted, and some people call it distracted eating. We're eating in front of the computer, we're eating when we're looking at our phone, our iPad, when we're driving, when we're on the computer. And the problem with that is we're really not paying attention to what we're doing. We're actually not tasting our food. You don't even realize maybe how much you're eating. You're not paying attention to how full or hungry you are. And some people who mindlessly eat have told me that they'll finish eating their lunch and they don't even remember what they ate. So I often instruct our patients to try to be more mindful. When you eat, that should be the only thing you're doing, is sitting down, eating at the table, a kitchen table, a dining room table, at a mealtime, and really paying attention to how hungry or full you are, the taste, the textures of the food, and really enjoying your meal, because we really don't. We're always rushing, we're always trying to burn the candle from both ends, so it's important to be more mindful and pay attention.
Yeah, I think practically, it's a big problem with watching the TV while you're eating, because I think a lot of people are going to struggle with that, because it's become so much part of the culture, to be doing that, and the dangers of that in terms of overeating. You're not aware, because you're not focused on the food.
You're focused
on the screen, on what you're watching, so you could easily overeat without even realizing it. And sometimes, you look down and your plate is empty, but the program is still going on, so you feel you need more food,
right? Exactly.
to go along with what you're watching. So that for me is something that I think people have to consciously try to overcome. But there's some other aspects to mindful eating that you mentioned in terms of the feeling.
Yeah, a lot of people don't pay attention to how hungry or full they are. Some people, they don't even realize when they're full. I've had a lot of patients tell me, I don't ever feel full, and that could be because they're not really paying attention. So what I tell a lot of patients to do is, when they're eating, pay attention after you've eaten a certain amount, see how hungry or full you are, and reevaluate as you go through the course of a meal. And you might find that at some point you're just not hungry anymore, and that's really a good place to stop.
And there's this thing about stopping before you really feel
full. Yeah, you never really want to feel like you're overstuffed. You don't want every meal to feel like Thanksgiving, where you have that overstuffed feeling. It's okay to be comfortable, it's okay to be satisfied after a meal, but when you're full, or even starting to get uncomfortable, or you even are uncomfortable, you really have overeaten.
You've gone past the mark.
You've gone past the mark, absolutely. And the other end of mindfulness is paying attention to how hungry you are. A lot of times we allow ourselves to get too hungry, and whenever people get too hungry, they never make good choices. Nobody makes good choices when you're starving. You're not eating slowly. You're just grabbing whatever's there.
Exactly, because you really feel the pressure.
Right. Yeah, being very hungry is not a comfortable feeling, and you just want it to go away. So I tell people, try to keep your hunger and fullness somewhere in the middle. It's okay to be hungry but not starving. It's okay to be full but not stuffed. So we want to kind of be more mindful of those body cues or body signals that we might not have been paying attention because we're doing too many other things while we're eating.
Okay, well said. Thank you.
Thank you.